Same with the park. There's city money for this park. I appreciate that. It's good for them just to say,
I'd like to be real honest. Yeah, that's all I'm after. I'd like us to be honest. We're supposed to do it every year as part of the contract.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Good evening and welcome back for those of you that are still here. It is 7 o'clock, Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. This is the City of Hannibal Official Council Agenda. This time I ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilman Cohen.
Here.
Councilman Leaders.
Here.
Councilman Fleetwood.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger.
Here.
Councilman Haycraft.
Here.
Councilwoman Azatea. Mayor McCoy.
Here. There being a quorum, I call the meeting to order. This time, Mayor Pro Tem Munger, will you lead us in the invocation?
Father God, we just come before you and we ask for your wisdom and guidance in this meeting tonight. We ask your continued safety over all of our citizens, all of our employees, and all those that are here. We thank you. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Ms. Beadle, will you do the honor and lead us in the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Yep. All right, council. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
The motion is second. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have approval of the minutes from the regularly scheduled council meeting May 19th, 2026, and the CWC budget workshop May 6th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve those minutes. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item, council, is approval of payroll and claims for the second half May of 2026.
So moved.
Second.
And I have a motion and a second to approve. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, public comment. We did have 3 people sign up. Mr. Ibsen already spoke, so I think he already left as well. So we'll move on. Next, we have Mr. Alfred King. If you want to step up to the microphone, sir. Sorry, don't.
I just want to say I am a regular person that attends the Hannibal Nutrition Center. I'm also very much involved in trying to helping with fundraising for the Nutrition Center. I'm also a member of the Lions Club here in town that we support the Nutrition Center. And on behalf of being a member and a supporter of the Nutrition Center, I want to take this time to have all of the senior citizens and anybody here in this room right now stand up and show how many people support the Nutrition Center and how important it is for the city of Hannibal.
I'm a senior.
Very good.
We do appreciate the Nutrition Center, and it's very important. I think it's one of the most important things here in the city of Hannibal. The Meals on Wheels program, some of those people, that's the only person that they see on a daily basis. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and the last person for public comment is Miss Sarah North.
Good evening. This is more than once that I have stood here without writing what I needed to say, so I apologize. First, a public apology to Darryl McCoy. He should not need to walk down the streets of Main Street and be accosted by somebody who says, "You." So I'm sorry, but I didn't take a lot of time. I was flagging him down. It was a few weeks ago. It's field trip season in downtown Hannibal, and the streets are full of kids. And I got word that a kid had fallen and really scraped up their shin because of a sidewalk panel. Some of you, most of you maybe not, are not aware of my very intimate relationship with the sidewalks in downtown Hannibal, because I shredded my shoulder on a bad design. I'm here to say, would you please take the time sometime in the near future to walk up and down Main and look at the relationship between the sidewalk panels, particularly the sidewalk panels near the trees. That kid had fallen at a place on the bottom of the 300 block of North Main where the inhabitant of the building had put yellow caution tape on the raised edges of the panel. I do not hate trees, but I'm a pragmatic person, and the city's going to bear extra costs because of the repairs that are going to be needed, and not everybody won't sue when they sustain a major injury. So I'm just saying, please become aware before it's a huge deal. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, sir.
I did send that to the building inspector's office. I don't know if Mark wants to add any comment or. Okay.
To make a plan of how we could grind down those and get this facilitated.
Okay. So for those that didn't hear, or sorry if you didn't hear, he's working with the street department on a plan to get some of those sidewalks grounded down and leveled out there. So thank you for bringing it to our attention. Okay. That is all I have for public comments. And then before we get into the next item under my name, council, I would entertain a motion to excuse Councilwoman Azatay if anybody would like to make one.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you, council. Okay, next on the agenda under my name are a few appointments. The first one is for the library board for a second reading for Kathy Riney. This is for an appointment for a term to expire July of 2029. Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is a second reading for the Board of Adjustments for Ms. Norma Beadle. This is an appointment for a term to expire May of 2031. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, I have a recommendation of appointment, another one for the library board. This will be a first reading for Joy McPike. This is an appointment for a term to expire in July of 2029. And then the next, we have two first readings, also for the Hannibal Board of Public Works, for Brian Lucky, for an appointment for an unexpired term to expire in July of 2027, and for Barry Louderman, for an appointment for a term to expire in July of 2030. Again, no vote on those, as those are first readings, and I'll have those three appointments back for you for the second council meeting in June.
Can I ask a question out of curiosity?
Absolutely.
What does the unexpired term mean in different of the? Did he already serve before?
The board member you all removed, Kelly Cookson, somebody has to serve the remainder of her term.
Yes.
Oh, so Brian served. Gotcha.
Serve the rest.
Okay.
Serve the rest of Kelly's
Then
term.
that, okay. That
And
was
then
before
Barry
my
will be
time.
Barry will be for the appointment in July when
yep.
John comes off. Yep.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right. I think that's all I have, council, unless you guys have any questions for me. If not, I'll turn it over to James Lemon, city attorney.
Mayor, I'm not ready on that incident. If we could pass that to the next meeting, I'll have something ready for you guys to review.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to table to the next meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Like,
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thanks, council. All right. Anything else, James?
Nothing else for me?
All right. Thank you. Next on the agenda, Andy Dorian, city manager.
We got a lot tonight. So first up is bringing back the contract with the Nutrition Center for $18,357. You all tabled that last week, so that resolution's up. I don't know if you want to speak on that now or later. It's up to you.
It's completely up to you. We could talk about it now if you'd like.
It's up to you guys. So.
Do you guys have, Bob, do you want to start? You have questions? Do you?
First of all, yes, I will, I ask that we hold this, table it, last meeting, not because we are wanting to remove the funding, it's just we have questions we would like to have answered. There was nobody here to answer any questions last week.
What about asking them tonight? I think there's somebody
Okay.
here that could answer.
Margie is here, and
answer
so
them.
Okay.
she can speak.
And I'm not upset with the nutrition center at all. I love the nutrition center. I love the meals there. Fried chicken again, I'm glad it's on. So, tasted very good
Thank
last
you.
week.
Thank you. I did
As
see you
always.
there.
My primary concern is there's been a lot happen. You've received $18,357 for many years.
Would you
That's
like me to
stayed-
give the
stayed the same.
report? And
Yes,
then
if you would.
That way you may. it
Sure,
may
and then we'll go from there. Please.
Okay, and I did want to thank you all for having me here to speak. Did you all get a chance to look at the plates that we brought?
Yep.
Yes.
Out in front of the council.
It wasn't done just for you all. It was done so that anybody in the community can kind of see what the nutrition center does mean to the people that we do serve. And for those of you who don't know, my name's Margie Tucker, and I've been with the center for 33 years, 7 years as the director. I feel at the last council meeting, there were some statements that were made that misrepresented the center, and I would like to address some of those statements and answer any questions that you do have. Currently, home-delivered meals are being served on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The nutrition center drives around 175 miles a day, delivering over 200 meals daily. We also provide meals for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and weekends for those that don't have anything else. For many seniors, we are so much more than a hot meal. We provide a smile, access to the outside world, socialization to those that are extremely lonely, and we are able to actually see these people. We know if they are sick, if they are having problems, and if we need to contact their families. And for some, we are what they need to be able to remain in their homes until they pass. I know that at the last council meeting, there was a discussion about the home-delivered people being required to pay for their meals. In my 33 years, we have never required a person to pay, and that still holds true today. In fact, part of our purpose statement states, never will a senior in our service area be denied a meal because of their inability to pay. We also have a dining room that serves a noon meal. We have a scheduled meal on Mondays along with bingo and on Wednesdays. Also on Wednesdays, the seniors get together, everyone brings a dish, and they play games. We also do other days such as pizza and a movie. Recently, we have also opened up on the fourth Thursday of the month for the very popular Chicken Day. We have a clear direction and we keep adding services as we can. There was also a question about who shut us down. It was stated that it was heard that our landlord had shut us down. We have never been shut down, and we own our building free and clear and have for the last 2 decades. We do not have a landlord. The decision was made to reduce some of our services during the funding freeze and government shutdown in November of 2025. While redoing the budget, we decided to withdraw from state funding as the rules and regulations were prohibiting us from other opportunities that bring us substantially more money. The Nutrition Center has many ways that we try to support the program. We make meals for the Hannibal Community Supervision Center and the Mark Twain Behavioral Health Center. These contracts are 3 meals a day, 365 days a year, and run separate of the meal program. We also have client contributions, donations, grants, and several fundraisers. Our biggest fundraiser is Basket Bingo, which is held at the Armory with approximately 500 people in attendance 2 or 3 times a year. We also have a new opportunity, which we hope to announce very soon. We do have paid employees as well as volunteers, including adult programs that allow for handicapped and disabled individuals to get out in the community and interact with home-delivered individuals. We started our contract with the city well over a decade ago. Since that time, the amount of people needing our help has increased, inflation has exploded, prices for everything has increased greatly, and we have never asked the city of Hannibal for an increase. During our contracted time, we have always submitted a report yearly. It is given verbally at the meeting or written when we receive the check. While a meal costs us approximately $9 per meal, the amount we request from the city covers approximately 37 cents per meal. I think it is important to mention that the money from the city of Hannibal is used only for the purchase of food. It is not used for salaries, electricity, insurance, or any other expenditures. We are very thankful for what you do for us and for the seniors of the Hannibal community.
Okay,
I was
I
under
wanna-
the understanding that the city money is only supposed to pay for services.
I'm sorry?
Services, that, the money the city donates, I was under the understanding that they only provide, it's only for services, not to, for the food part of it.
The food would be part of the service. That is our
So
service,
how
is
many
delivering
people
food.
providing service? Like, how many people serves the food, how many people prepares the food? How much time do they spend on that stuff? You know, like, how many hours in preparing?
Like it kind of varies, doesn't it, depending on what you have going on?
Yeah, I have about 26 employees. Some are part-time, some are full-time. There are only 3 full-time employees.
Margie, if I can ask,
Sure.
how long have we been given the 18,000?
I don't know because it predates when I was
Andy knows.
Do we know, Andy?
the
It's
director.
been a long time.
But I know it's been at least over a decade.
Why have you never come to us to ask for an increase on that?
That's exactly what I was going to say, Marjorie. Also, is I think this is a perfect opportunity. What you just described to us and how difficult it is for this.
I mean, thank you
You guys
for
are a very
not,
valuable
but-
asset to
but
us.
This is I think
There's
a
been times,
genuine thing.
There's been times in the past where the city cut $1 million of the budget and had the discussion about reducing the amount, and ultimately the council decided not to. And so I know that's happened. Margaret and I talked earlier in the year, and I told her not to come.
Yeah, that was not my fault. He told me not to come.
Yeah, there's never been a question. We've never had that issue. So usually she presents it when we get the check, and then I was gonna hand it out. I didn't hear anything during budget workshop either, so I had no idea that there was going to be an issue.
Yeah,
so.
if we've been doing this for even just for 10 years, you know, just the price of food alone is way higher now than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know.
And, you know, the clientele has exploded.
Yep.
There
The
are a
needs
lot
higher.
more people that that are needing the service than definitely than 10 years, 12 years ago.
It's my opinion on the council, I don't speak for everybody, but my opinion, that we do approve this tonight. But we also can look at this and seeing if this is something that we need to increase and look. 'Cause
Now
I
you're,
think the
now you're
service you
taking the
guys
words
do-
out of my mouth. I was going to say, thank you for coming tonight to do this. If you would have been here at our last meeting, the check probably would have been, and we'll blame it on Andy, but
was
it probably
Andy.
would have
I
been
offered
approved
to
then.
come.
So it just, we had
I
questions.
will say this,
and
we had
didn't
a
have
budget
any-
workshop and nobody said a
So,
word.
right. So, and I was going to suggest the very same thing. I think probably everyone on the council is probably going to vote to approve this. I mean, that's not an issue, but my recommendation is we look to see if we can somehow or other come up with even more money for you.
That's what I would say also.
No one up here is wanting to cut any money going to the nutrition center. We never have. It's just we had the questions that, and Andy didn't know we were going to ask the questions, so he's not totally to blame
And
either.
that actually is about the first time I think that we haven't presented at council. And there was one other year, but I had sent a letter and Melissa did it for me. So
But one other
I
comment.
apologize. I
but-
should have just
Sure,
come.
one other comment. You obviously, if you're not taking state funds anymore, that was part of the reason for cutting the meals at the nutrition center, not necessarily the, you know, because you still aren't fully up to serving 5 meals a week at the nutrition center.
Correct.
So obviously you aren't getting quite as much money as you were, or I think you would be doing it. So hopefully you haven't had too many funding sources dry up at this point in time. Good.
No, we've actually, the community has really stepped up because they knew what was going on. And actually because of the Knights of Columbus, that's why we were able to start opening on our Thursday Chicken Day.
Well, I think all of us would like to see you go back to 5 days a week. I sure enjoy the food there.
From your mouth to God's ears.
So quick question, financially for the next year, do you feel that you guys are in a good place to prolong this year and then maybe come back, readdress next year, and maybe we could discuss an increase for that.
Yeah, our
So-
fiscal year actually ends this month, the end of June, because
Okay.
we do July through June.
Makes sense. Good.
So we're just getting ready to end this, and, you know, you just one day at a time.
That's all we can do sometimes.
We just pray a lot.
That's right.
So, yeah. I appreciate all of you, I really do.
We appreciate you coming tonight.
Thank you. Any more questions?
The clerk just told me she was looking through, and I think she's got contracts all the way back through 2013, so we know at least that long.
Yeah, I knew it was at least a decade, but I couldn't remember. We keep everything for like 7 years on site, so
Yeah.
I didn't know from there.
Mayor Hark's here, he probably remembers.
Kind of surprised he didn't sign up to
Since he was in
speak.
diapers.
I remember when we started funding them, and it's been during my tenure as mayor. And of course, I was in there 15 years, but the only thing I've got to say, I have been with the Nutrition Center for 25 years. If I didn't believe in it, and we have worked very hard doing basket bingos, going out begging for money to keep the center running. And I appreciate each and every one of you gentlemen up there tonight. I know you got a big job, and I understand that, but all I ask is that you let the angel of mercy fly over your head. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mayor Hart. Okay, anybody else have any questions or comments? Okay, well, the only thing I will say is thank you to everyone in attendance tonight for
Thank
your
you.
support
Yes,
and for
definitely.
coming. It doesn't go on deaf ears, and
And they're the reason that we do what we do.
that's right. We appreciate all of you.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. All right, council, that'll be resolution 2606-26 to follow for approval. Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have Amendment 1 to the Engineering and Service Agreement on the Market Street Sidewalk Project. That project is it's a little over 2/3 of the way done. We don't typically do this, but this project ended up being a little bit unique in that in order to accommodate all the different businesses, the church, both churches now, the school, we had to break the pours into smaller sections so they could get in and out of their buildings. And so because of that, MoDOT requires testing every time you pour, so there was a lot more pours than originally were expected. So you have to have the engineer on staff to do those testings every single time. So it resulted in a little bit more money needed for this project. So this is an amendment to add $15,364.92 to this project. This was a mostly grant-funded project, and we do have this in the budget. We felt it was worth it to accommodate all those businesses and churches through that, so.
Is that a match project? Does that match include that?
This
or-
won't be a match,
That
this will
won't-
be on us.
That'll be on
so,
us, okay.
yeah.
That's what I assumed, but just.
But this project came in under budget, so,
Okay, good.
yeah.
It's always good news.
Any questions in regards to that issue, council? If not, that's resolution 2609-26 to follow for approval.
Okay. Next up, we have an amendment to Chapter 7, Section 7345, Public Nuisance Abatement. James drafted this amendment. Basically, when we demo a structure through the building commission deems it necessary. We had a provision going way back that people had the 10-year installment plan to make that payment back. The way that we do taxes now, and the way we send that money to the county, that is no longer an option. And so we would like to go ahead and eliminate that. And I think James can speak on that too, if you have questions for James.
Yeah, we want to eliminate it.
So,
All joking aside, the issue is when we had our own tax collector, we could set up a payment plan, et cetera, and it's just impossible to do it since we're no longer collecting our own taxes, and we haven't for years. So it's caused this basically
We're covering the debt.
misunderstanding with people where they get frustrated, well, why can't you do it? We don't have any way of doing it any longer. So this will resolve that issue so that we no longer have that problem.
yep.
Questions? All right. Bill number 26-005 to follow for a first reading.
Okay, next up, Caleb Wooten and Molly Parker. They have had a house on the demo list for a while. They would like to go ahead and donate that property to the city as part of our donation program. That property is at 1324 Valley. The city will come in and then demo that property and then offer it back up for sale to the public. So,
Questions on that, council? If not, that's resolution 2610-26 to follow for approval.
it's a busy month. Next up is the engineering service agreement for the roof at the Old Manchester Tank Building. This is the building that we leased to General Mills. The roof is way past its life, and so it is time to go ahead and look at either a coating or a complete roof replacement. And so we have an engineering agreement with Klinger and Associates for $7,800 to do that analysis, and we're working with General Mills on that as well to come up with kind of ideas that we could bring forward to the council at a future date.
Funding?
Yeah, it is part of it is in the budget for the next year.
Okay.
Questions over that, council? If not, that will be bill number 26-006 to follow for first, nope, sorry, resolution 2611-26 to follow for approval. Lost my place, sorry.
Okay. This is kind of a house cleaning. James also drafted this as well. We just realized here within the last couple weeks, there was some misnumbering on one of the chapter 32s of the HDC. And so this renumbers that, cleans that whole ordinance up. And basically it's just a housekeeping measure.
Questions over that, council? That's bill number 26-006 to follow for a first reading.
Okay. Now the fun part.
That's right.
Yes. So as everyone knows, we have been working on the plans for the demolition of St. Elizabeth Hospital. We recently went out for bid and had 9 bidders. We are prepared to go ahead and approve the low bid submitted by Green Track LLC in an amount of $1,400,000 for the demolition of the hospital. There's corresponding things that go along with that, but this is the demo. This is the actual demo portion. And this will come out of the infrastructure tax money that we have been saving for.
Questions, council?
Round of applause.
Okay, that will be resolution 2614-26 to follow for approval.
Okay. Next up is the engineering agreement for the construction administration portion of this project. So there's a breakdown here. Klinger will provide all the on-site inspections, air inspections, processing checks, and all those things. And so it's a total estimated cost of $49,000, and that'll be on from bid award to the end of the project.
And that'll also come out of the tax.
It'll come out of the infrastructure tax money. Yep.
All right, that'll be resolution 2615-26 to follow for approval.
Okay. Next up is the hazardous waste material portion of this project. Obviously, there's a lot of asbestos-containing materials, lead paint, other regulated substances in the building. And so we also went out for bid for that. We had 4 bidders, with General Waste Services LLC submitting the low bid of $254,049 for the removal of all this material. The way this will work is they will go in first. They will remove all the hazardous materials. Klinger will then come in and inspect. Once they're given the all clear, they'll leave, and then the demo contractors will come in. We expect all of this to start very soon, and our hope is to have everything done and cleaned up by the fall of this year.
Question, bless you. Questions, council?
I do have one question, not necessarily related to the resolution, but we had talked about when we got to the contract portion, we would, on contract signed, we would actually sit down and have meetings with the public so they know what to expect, give them a timeline, especially for those living in the neighborhood. So any?
Yes. So as soon as we go ahead with bid award, we will start setting those meetings up. we'll get with you, the rest of the council, at a place and a location, and basically have the contractors on site, the engineers on site, our staff, to answer any and all questions in the neighborhood, go over the projects and plans. Obviously, there's gonna be some disruption in the neighborhood for a little while, but we wanna make sure everybody's kind of clear on what's happening and give the public a chance to come and hear those
That's
plans.
for you and your neighbors to come.
Yeah.
So spread the word on that, to be looking for the times for those meetings.
Yep.
So you can know what to expect.
Yep, we will send out we'll put that on our website, we'll send it out to the council, we'll send it out to the newspaper, the media, so.
Okay. Any other questions, council? Not, that's resolution 2613-26 to follow for approval. And I have the total, $1.7 million roughly
Yeah.
for engineering and the hazardous removal and the demo. So very, very positive from what Andy and I had discussed earlier on this year, so.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Andy smile that well.
I mean, obviously, that's a lot of money, but from what we were expecting, it's a lot less. And so the good thing about it is now we're gonna have money to do other projects in the community. And so we'll take that money and be able to do, whether it be some more road projects, sidewalks, curbs, something like that. The council's gonna.
Infrastructure projects.
Infrastructure projects, yeah. And so the council's gonna
Clarification.
kind of get together later on in the year and make those. So that's a good thing for the community. So.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Andy? I suspect you're gonna take the next
Yeah,
couple.
I'll have the next ones too. So Bianca's out, so the next three all are related to the budget. The first one up is the budget amendments every year. Anytime we go over line items, we have budget amendments. So it's a long breakdown of those in the packet. And so I can't answer anything specific on those.
Like I said, like Andy said, those were included in your packet from Bianca. Does anybody have any questions over the 25-26 budget amendments? If not, that'll be resolution 2612-26 to follow for approval.
Okay. And then next up is the budget appropriation. So this is the first reading on the actual budget. And the following one is the first reading on the 26-27 payroll ordinance that goes along with the budget.
Questions on either one of those two items, council? If not, those will be bills number 26-007 and 26-008 respectively to follow for a first reading. Anything else?
That is it.
Awesome, thank you, Andy.
You're welcome, Mayor.
Next item on the agenda, Melissa Coggle, City Clerk.
Mayor and Council, just one item tonight. Every year, the city of Hannibal receives a grant through the local emergency planning district that covers the expenses of hazmat physicals for our for our fire department. Each year, this is Mark Kemker helps out with this and is who usually makes sure that we get the funding. This year we'll be receiving $20,000 that will cover the cost of the hazmat physicals that the fire department has to have each year. What I really need is the authorization for the mayor to sign the contract with Hannibal Regional Hospital at a set cost on each of those physicals that they will charge us to allow us to get them all accomplished.
And this does cover everyone in
Yep.
the fire department. Thank you.
Covers all of them.
Questions over the hazmat physical agreement? Not, that is resolution 2616-26 to follow for approval. Anything else, Melissa? Okay. You ready?
I think I'm ready. Let's do it.
I might want to take a drink of water.
I know.
Okay. First up, resolution 2606-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2606-26, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for service agreement between the city of Hannibal and the Hannibal Nutrition Center. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft?
Yes.
I now declare resolution 2606-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Thank you, council. Next, we have resolution 2609-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2609-26, a resolution approving amendment number 1 to the engineering service agreement with Klinger and Associates, P.C. for the MoDOT TAP 2804-304 Market Street Sidewalk Project. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
And Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2609-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have Resolution 2610-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2610-26, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a settlement agreement and release of general warranty deed for the donation of property at 1324 Valley from Caleb Wooten and Molly Parker to the city of Hannibal. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
Now I declare Resolution 2610-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have Resolution 2611-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2611-26, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an engineering agreement with Klinger and Associates, P.C. for a roof assessment and report for the old Manchester Tank Building. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
Now I declare Resolution 2611-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have Resolution 2612-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2612-26, a resolution amending the City of Hannibal fiscal year 2026-2027 budget number 1 by authorizing increases to the general fund's building inspector, DPW, elections, information technology, landfill, and airport department appropriations and supplemental appropriations for infrastructure tax, capital sales tax, self-insurance, and investigation funds as amended. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2612-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have Resolution 2613-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for
So
adoption.
moved.
Second.
That was quick. Several motions in several seconds. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2613-26, a resolution awarding a contract for hazardous material abatement services for the demolition of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders? Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2613-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Thank you, Council. Next, Resolution 2614-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for
So
adoption.
moved.
So moved.
Motion, or second? I'm sure I did. Second. All, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2614-26, a resolution awarding a contract for the demolition of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital to Green Track LLC in the amount of $1.4 million and authorizing the mayor to execute the contract. Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger?
Yes.
And Councilman Haycraft.
Yeah.
I think that was a yes, Melissa. I now declare Resolution 2614-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have the final piece, Resolution 2615-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2615-26, a resolution approving an engineering service agreement with Klinger and Associates PC for the construction phase services associated with the demolition of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Councilman Cohen.
Yes.
Councilman Leaders. Councilman Fleetwood.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger.
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2615-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. It takes care of all the old hospital stuff. I just want to take a minute and thank Andy for all of his hard work, Melissa for all of her hard work. She's been involved from day one. She lives just right down the street from there. And everybody that's sitting up here and everybody out there in the audience. This has been something that the city's gone back and forth with for a long, long time, and we're going to get rid of the safety hazard and the eyesore in the neighborhood. So
Born in the city side.
appreciate everyone, and thank you. All right, just a couple more items, council. Resolution 2616-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2616-26, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement for services between the City of Hannibal and Hannibal Regional Hospital to perform hazmat physicals for the Hannibal Fire Department. Councilman Cohen.
Yes.
Councilman Leaders.
Yes.
Councilman Fleetwood.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger.
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft.
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2616-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. All right, council, now we have Bill number 26-005. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Bill 26-005, an ordinance revising Chapter 7, Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 5, Dangerous Buildings and Structures by revoking existing 7-345, abatement of nuisances, and enacting a new replacement section. First reading.
All right, next we have Bill number 26-006. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Bill 26-006, an ordinance revising Chapter 32, Article 11, Historical Districts and Individual Local Historical Landmarks of the revised ordinances of the City of Hannibal regarding Division 4 Historical District Development Commission, HDDC, by revising numbering and sections. First reading.
All right, next up is Bill number 26-007. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a first reading.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Bill number 26-007, an ordinance approving the fiscal year 2026-2027 budget and appropriating to the various departments, boards, commissions, and agencies of the city government of the City of Hannibal, Missouri for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2027. First reading.
I also want to take a moment and thank Andy and Bianca and Melissa and all the department heads in the city for this year's budget process. It was very easy on us up here, I feel like. And you guys did a great job putting everything together and presenting it and putting us in a good financial position. Thank you all. All right, next up we have Bill number 26-008. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a first reading.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Bill number 26-008, an ordinance to pay officers, employees of the City of Hannibal, Missouri for the fiscal year 2026-2027. First reading.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you everyone again for coming tonight. Thank you, council. We are adjourned.
I figured that was going to be an hour.
Stupid, I got it.
Of course, we had
10 minutes.
15 minutes just